This video brought to you in part by these fantastic sponsors.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the channel. This is going to be a little bit new, something I want to do. It's going to be the Epic 7 revenue review, where we go over some of the information that my friends over at PAnimeHQ have compiled over the course of the month for Epic 7. Now, they do break this down by banner to banner to banner, which is really kind of interesting. And then we're going to take a look at how we're doing in the anime mobile game market versus our other competitors, maybe talk a little bit about those and see where we place each month. And one of the big things that I want to bring up too that's really interesting is that we're competing against quite a few different games that have IP backings, and we as Epic 7 players, we really don't have that massive IP. We're a pretty big new game, so it's really interesting to see how we fit into the landscape of mobile gaming in North America. Now, these are the US region numbers, global, so that does kind of count in the people that might be outside of North America but are still playing this version. So take it for what it will be. Now, one of the big things that kind of surprised me was the Yufine banner. $775,000 on that one, about 76,776 there. She was right when she got buffs, and I was really surprised that we didn't get more revenue out of that one. Now, one of the big things with this month has been quite a bit of speculation on, last month into this month, quite a bit of speculation on, are we going to get a limited banner rerun? What's coming up? Is there going to be a Halloween banner? So I would have still thought that at the beginning of the month, we might have seen a little bit more action with Yufine getting the buffs that she did. Now, no surprise that the second runner-up is going to be Tam. A lot of people skipped out on Tam when she first came out because, well, most people didn't think that she was going to be the powerhouse that she was. Then she got the buff treatment. Now Tam pretty much irreplaceable. She is super good on just about any team, any hunt, anywhere you can bring Tamarin. And so clocking in at $919,000 was not really too much of a surprise. Now, the Tenebria banner, definitely didn't expect this one to be very high in the revenue department at all, and it really wasn't too much of a surprise. Now, some people might be kicking themselves after they see what kind of buff she's getting at the end of this month, but unfortunately, she is one that can just spook you out of Covenant summons if you're doing Covenant summons, which sometimes I do at 1 a.m. for no particular reason, but she is there, and you can get her out of like 5-star tickets whenever we have those for anniversaries or events or anything along those lines. So she is not as sought after or limited as Tamarin or even Yufine. Now, I was a little bit surprised at the Lilius revenue, really eclipsing both the Tam and the Tenebria banners combined, and really just outdoing quite a bit here. Now, a lot of people were a little bit on the fence with her at the very beginning, but once they saw the things that she could do with characters like Gunther, Cleave, the utility that she brings, and just the sheer amount of fun that she adds to your team as well as your team comp, and the fact that she can fit into multiple different roles and be built multiple different ways really doesn't really surprise me too much. Now, I did think that a lot of people would still hesitate a little bit because we don't really know what's coming this month. Are we going to get a limited banner next week, this week? What are we getting for Halloween? Stuff like that. There was that hesitation around the meetup for Epic 7 to see if we were going to get any sort of information out of that, but we're not too sure. We're going to be getting pets. We're going to be getting buffs and nerfs this month. So there's a lot of stuff that's up in the air when it comes to October, which I'll be really interested to see what the revenue looks like for October. I know that I've put in quite a bit myself, so I will be in that number for sure. Now, one of the other big things is that Lilius was a new unit. You did have 3 banners of characters that have been around for a while. So just having that brand new unit probably brought a lot of whales to the table that were like, oh, well, I got to have this because it's new. I already have Yafine, I already have Tamarin, I already have Tenebria. I don't have Lilius. I need to get Lilius. So that was probably one of the things that really drove that as well. Now, I wanted to bring up where we stand in the grand scheme of things in the US region. And here is the list of top anime mobile RPG games. As you can see, we're up against the big boys like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Pokemon Masters, Fate Grand Order, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, Dragon Ball Legends, Fire Emblem Heroes, Azure Lane Dragalia Lost, and Bleach Brave Souls. And so out of that, the only ones that really don't have too much of a backing are Epic 7 and Azure Lane. Although Azure Lane did just recently put out an anime, and they have been around a little bit longer than Epic 7. Now, Pokemon Masters had like 1.5 million downloads and pulled in, $3.45 million. And that's not really to be too surprised because it's, well, Pokemon. Pretty much they can slap anything on a Pokemon mobile game and people are going to buy it right out of the gate, spend a bunch of money on it, and then drop it not too much longer afterwards. The really surprising one here is actually the Fate Grand Order numbers because they only did 3.354. And they had a Merlin banner as well as the Cleo rerun banner. The Merlin banner, the 7 million download, had like Merlin, it had Lancer Artoria. So this was a really sought after banner, but I assume that a lot of the whales probably already had Merlin, already had Cleo, already had all those things. So they probably didn't spend as much, and plus saving up for things down the road. Now, Epic 7 coming in at 4th place. We did really, really well. 3.234 million, 42,000 new downloads this month alone. And we are in a very, very solid spot. We're like a million plus ahead of the 5th spot person. I would assume that if we drop a limited banner this month with Halloween, we'll easily take 2nd place. Pokemon Masters is dying off. I looked at the charts the other day and they're not looking very good at all. So it is not unreasonable that Epic 7 could take that 2nd spot next month because we just had a Vildred banner and Vildred is heralded as one of the best farmers in the game. Plus we had the Vildred side story. We had quite a few things just recently that will be driving quite a bit of revenue. And like I said, not only that, but you had DJ Basar that came out, so a lot of people probably buying Mystics for that. Now, the Lilius banner could have been people buying Mystic packs at the very end of the month to get ready for Mystic summons for DJ Basar because it was a new character. Last month we had Judge Kisei, so there could have been a little bit there. And I do believe that DJ Basar will be bringing a little bit of extra to the first week or two of this month alone, along with, like I said, Vildred and whatever we get for the next couple of weeks. Now, it is likely we might just see another typical character next week or this week, and then the last 2 weeks is when we'll see that limited character come up, because usually whenever we get a character that's non-limited, anything like that, we have it for a week and then we have another one, and then we have 2 weeks of whatever the newest greatest character is. So it's very possible that that's what we're going to see, but no one's unseating Dokkan Battle from that 1st place spot. $11 million in a month. DBZ fans, they crazy, like, just blows my mind, absolutely blows my mind. But it will be interesting to see, like I said, next month when all of the numbers come in, it'll be interesting to see where we sit versus Pokemon Masters, Fate Grand Order, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, Dragon Ball Legends, and the rest of those. Like I said, we are pretty solidly in 4th place. I don't necessarily, like, if we cut Pokemon Masters out, which is brand new, they're probably going to drop off next month. So we'll be in the top 3. It'll probably be Dokkan, Fate Grand Order, and like we'll either be 2nd or Fate will be 3rd. So that's really cool to see this game that does not have that prolific IP backing it, beating out things like Yu-Gi-Oh, Fire Emblem, Dragalia Lost. I know doesn't have the backing behind it, but I mean Bleach Brave Souls. You have a bunch of games here that definitely have a lot of things behind them, and we are right up there near the top. So anyways, let me know how you guys think. Were you surprised at any of the banner revenue numbers? What do you think of all of these? I do want to thank the guys over at PAnimeHQ. I will leave a link to their channel down below. They do these revenue things, and they do a lot of charts on various games, how they're doing in terms of the overall market. And it's really interesting to just kind of see how things move in the mobile gaming market. So go ahead, get over there, give them a subscription on their channel, and let me know if you guys like these. If you do, I will break down every month of Epic 7 and kind of talk about how things went, what I was surprised about, and what we have to look forward to next month. But anyways, for the Epic 7 revenue recap, I am the Shotgun Shogun, and I will catch you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.